Do you recognize this young man?
Mm-hmm.
Who is that man?
Oh, that's Therese.
Therese. Have you ever allowed Therese to drive your Land Rover? Miss Perry, you can have a seat right here. Right here, I'll take the handcuffs off of you. Can I get you a bottle of water or anything? Can you take the handcuffs off of you? Undo your hands real quick, dear. You want a bottle of water or anything? There we go. Alright, thank you. Give me just a minute, I'll be right back with you, okay? As my partner, Detective Abbott. As you know, you have a warrant for your arrest, and I'd like to speak with you about that, okay? The first thing that I'm going to do, though, is go over your rights that are provided to you in the Supreme Court from previous litigation, okay? And then I'll do whatever I can to answer any questions that you have for me. And hopefully you may be able to answer some questions that I have as well, okay? Can you read this top line out loud for me, Ms.
You have
Perry?
the following rights under the United States Constitution.
Perfect, I'll get the rest of them for you. You do not have to make a statement or say anything. Anything you say can be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before you make a statement or before any questions are asked of you, and to have the lawyer with you during any questioning. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed for you before any questioning if you wish. If you do answer questions, you have the right to stop answering questions at any time and consult with a lawyer. You understand these rights, Ms. Perry?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can you sign right here where it says signature? It's not an admission of anything, it's just acknowledgement that I read this to you. You're left-handed. My mom is left-handed. We're at the Police Memorial Building. I'm just going to abbreviate it PMB. It's November 10th, and it's at 3:40 in the afternoon.
Am I getting a copy of that?
Of this?
Yes.
Yeah, one will be placed in property. You can get a copy if you want.
Okay.
You and your attorney will get copies of everything.
Yeah, you get a copy of everything that we have. It's all in discovery. So, Ms. Perry, do you have any idea what this is about?
No.
No? Okay. Alright, so if it's okay, I'd like to show you a couple pictures, and then we'll kind of move forward from there, okay? Do you recognize this vehicle?
Mm-hmm.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
What do you recognize that vehicle as?
A Land Rover.
A Land Rover?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Does that look similar to the Land Rover that you have registered to your name and you attempted to report stolen?
Mm-hmm.
It does?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I know you can't see the license plate or anything
Yeah,
like that, so you can't say that it is or is not
Right.
the car, but it at least looks like it, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. Do you recognize this young man?
Mm-hmm.
Who is that man?
Oh, that's Therese.
Therese. Have you ever allowed Therese to drive your Land Rover?
No, he's never drove any of my vehicles.
He's never driven any of your vehicles?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Who is the primary driver of the Land Rover?
Me.
You are?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So on the day that you reported it, or you attempted to report it stolen, that was September 29th. I don't know if you remember that. It was September 29th. Can you kind of walk me through the last time you saw your vehicle or anything like that?
The last time that I saw my vehicle was when I got back in town.
Okay. When did you get back in town?
I will have to look at a calendar to see, because that was in September.
Check for my calendar. What did you go out of town for? Just curiosity. That doesn't really have anything to do with the case.
Personal surgery.
Oh, okay. No problem. Okay, so you reported the car stolen on the 29th, which is the last Wednesday in September. Do you remember when you got back in town?
It was either the night of the 27th, it was like maybe late on the 27th or the 28th. It was like late that night.
So it was late at night on either the 27th or the 28th. One of the two?
Yeah. Well, when I say the night, I mean like 1 o'clock in the morning. Like.
Oh, so very early in the morning. Yeah. Okay. And then that's either the 27th or the 28th?
Yeah.
Okay. You don't remember?
No, because I just had surgery.
No, and that's that's okay. Do you remember what day you had surgery? I'm not going to ask specifics about it for HIPAA, but
20th.
The 20th? Okay. Okay, so it's either very early morning hours of the 27th or the 28th, and that's the last time you saw your vehicle, right? Okay. Do you allow anybody else to drive that vehicle? Anybody in your family?
No, nobody drives that car. I had just got it. I haven't had it that long, so I don't even hardly drive it. So it's mostly home because I drive.
Okay.
I drive in my van because that's the type of business that I have, so I don't have no reason to be in my car.
Okay. All right. So, I believe you told the officers when they came to your house on the 29th, you said the last time I saw it was this morning and it was parked right there, like right in front of your house, right? And you said you hadn't seen it since, and the officers told you that we had it because it was involved in a crime. Remember? Is that correct? I'm just kind of paraphrasing.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Do you... This should be an easy one. You recognize that individual?
Yes, that's my son.
That's your son? Jacoby?
Yeah.
Okay. So when we were looking through the car, we actually found a receipt on September 28th from 11 o'clock in the morning where Jacoby purchased a membership for the car wash at Big City Car Wash on Wells Road.
On what day?
On September 28th at 11 o'clock in the morning.
I wouldn't know.
Okay, I'm just asking.
I don't know. I wouldn't know that.
Okay.
Yeah, because I mean I'm under medication and
Sure.
My experience was very painful. It had me out like.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean I wouldn't know that.
Okay. I apologize. It was painful. I know. I mean, surgeries can be pretty tough. Being put under is never an easy thing for sure.
Are you still under medication?
I am. The nurse just left my house yesterday. She took me off the wound vac, and she has to put me back on it on Friday. She just wanted to give me a break because it smells, because it's coming from my stomach. So I'm still open.
All right. What types of medicine is it? Like for antibiotics?
No, it's a wound vac. It's a machine I have to stay on.
Well, I mean, but I thought you said medicine.
No, I said the nurse came and took me off the wound vac yesterday.
Okay.
Okay.
And so she wanted to give me a break because I told her it makes noise all night long and it smells pretty bad because it's coming from my stomach because my stomach is still open.
It gets rid of the drainage.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Are you on medicines related to the surgery?
Just antibiotics and pain medication.
Okay.
All right. Miss Perry, I think I've called you before, but can you just verify your phone number for me? Is it the 631 or 613 number?
That's one of the numbers is 1619.
1619? And what's the other one?
904. 888. I can't think right now. It's just an 888 number. So
Okay.
my business line.
That's your business line? Okay, so is the 631 number, is that like your primary cell phone?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So I remember I called you on one of them, but I have a bad habit of not writing things down after I call a phone number, so I always have to go back and find a number like 3 or 4 times. I just haven't learned my lesson yet doing all that. So, on the evening of, and I know you said you had surgery and everything like that, on the evening of September 28th, so the day before you reported your car stolen, did you leave your house at all?
No, I couldn't leave. I couldn't even walk.
Okay. Did you drive to Savannah, Georgia?
No, no. Again, I could not leave it took 45 minutes for them to get me up my steps.
Okay.
So I could not walk.
Okay, and this is my first time laying eyes on you, so these may seem like ridiculous questions, but they're questions that I just have to go through.
Okay? Surgery I couldn't walk. I couldn't even stand up straight. I couldn't do nothing.
Okay. So I know you said this is your cell phone. Does anybody else use your cell phone?
Everybody does.
Everybody does?
Yeah, anybody in my house uses my phone. Anybody that's there, the phone doesn't have a lock on or anything like that.
They don't. They use your cell phone?
I mean, we just use phones. It's just anybody who's there. I mean, I don't have a problem. My phone has been there. Like, people have been calling me about my surgery and things of that nature. So whoever's there is going to answer because I'm not talking to anybody because I'm in too much pain.
Okay. Yeah. No. And again, I'm sorry about you being in pain. You know, that's I wouldn't wish that on anyone. That's never a good thing. So the evening before, and I'm just using the reporting the car stolen thing because I think that's kind of an easy like reference point, like time reference point for us to kind of remember, figure out what we're talking about here. So the evening before that, you did not drive to Savannah because you are, recently had surgery. You couldn't hardly walk or anything like that. Did anybody in your home drive to Savannah?
I don't know. I've been mainly out. Like I said, I've been on all kind of medications.
Okay.
All kind of pain medications that they had me on. Like,
okay. Do you know where Jacoby was on that evening?
I wasn't even hardly seeing him like that. Like, he doesn't be to the house like that.
He doesn't come over to the house a lot?
He doesn't be there to my house like that.
Okay. What do you mean by he doesn't be there to the house like
I mean,
that?
he comes and goes. Like, he's just like any of the other kids. They swing by. They come by there.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not just there all the time.
Where does he usually lay his head?
Different girls. I mean,
different girls?
I'm not sure.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, I mean, we're obviously investigating something, pretty serious. There was a homicide that occurred earlier in the day on September 28th. Okay. Happened at Lenox and Cassett. All right. A young man was shot in a drive-by shooting, and he ultimately passed away. He died of his wounds. And after that, we found a vehicle that matched the description. There was some evidence that links it to the shooting. And it crashed, and about a block and a half north, a young lady reported a burglary to her home. She said an unknown male came into her home via her sliding glass door, and he said he needed a ride, and he needed her to call somebody. Mm-hmm. And so she dialed a number, and she called his mom, and the mom, I guess, GPS the address and came to pick him up.
Whose mom?
The individual who broke into this home.
Mm.
And that young man was identified as Jacoby Sykes.
And his mom so I picked him up?
Well, they called your cell phone number.
Oh, well, I'm not doing it's no way I could have been there. You could put me in the lineup or whatever. This is how I've been looking the whole time. Okay. I've been like this for months. So it was not me.
Okay. So none of that rings any bells to you?
No. I couldn't even walk. You talking about getting in a car, going somewhere? No, I couldn't even drive. I was under medications.
Okay. Okay. All right. So, not only did and they said it was a female who answered, and he talked to her as mom. Does Jacoby call anybody else mom?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I wouldn't know if he called anybody else mom.
Okay, well, anybody else who uses...
everybody, grown people, mom.
Okay, but anybody else who uses your cell phone number?
I wouldn't know.
That seems like a pretty straightforward question. That's your cell phone number. That's like someone if called my cell phone and they called me Dan. Like, that's not my name. Maybe someone's going to call...
First of all, I could not talk to anybody. I just told you I haven't talked to anybody on my phone. I just had surgery and I didn't want to talk to anybody.
Okay.
So that's already been made clear. I wasn't talking to nobody. So nobody talked to me.
Okay.
Nobody talked to me.
Nobody talked to you?
No.
Okay. So they didn't talk to you. Is there anybody else in your home who could have answered the phone that he would refer to as mom?
I'm not sure. It was people coming by there. Everybody knew that my surgery I was doing really bad, so I'm not sure who could have been there.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Okay. All right. Give me just a second, okay? I'll be right back. I'm gonna step out for a second and I'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
Okay, I'll offer you again a bottle of water. I know you declined it
No,
first, but
I'm
you're okay.
I'm good.
All right.
What city was your surgery in?
Miami.
Miami. Gotcha.
Hey, I'm sorry to keep you waiting, Mr. Perry. I only got a couple more questions for you, okay? So you said that was your phone number. Who's like registered to that phone? Like I have T-Mobile, and so it shows up under my name. Like, is it you? Is it your husband?
No, that's my daughter's line.
It's your daughter's line?
Mm-hmm.
Who's your daughter?
Isha.
Isha?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So she's the one that has like her name is over the whole account?
Yeah, I believe it's her or her girlfriend. I don't know. I'm not sure who's the primary on the account.
Okay. But that number is yours. Like you can have like the one person on the thing and they have like 5 lines. Like that line is yours.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you said a lot of people came to your house after your surgery, as you'd expect, to kind of help take care of you and everything. Who all was there? Like, who was your primary caretakers?
It was just like people coming by that, like basically checking on. My husband was my primary caretaker.
Husband was your primary caretaker.
Yeah, and he was just letting everybody know because everybody wanted to make sure I was okay and stuff like that. So basically, he was talking to. I couldn't talk to anyone.
Okay. Yeah. So you couldn't really do anything. Okay. So you were just resting, and I assume people were bringing by food and everything for your husband.
Well, bringing food right there for him and me.
Him and you, yeah. Sure, yeah, of course. I always find that it's mostly the men that get the food brought to them because it's like you can't take care of yourself. You're gonna live on chicken wings and pizza or something like that.
Anybody spend the night over there to kind of help out?
I'm not sure if anybody spent the night. I was in my room. I was knocked out. I was on pain medications.
Okay.
So I'm not sure who spent the night over there, whatever.
Who usually lives at your home on like a day-to-day basis?
Just me and my husband.
Just you and your husband. Okay, so no one else like has a room that's designated theirs. It's just kind of.
Well, I call the rooms the boys' rooms because they're in and out and they bring girls over there and stuff like that. But I mean, nobody actually resides there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So the only people that actually reside in your home are you and your husband.
Yeah.
Okay. And you might have said earlier, but I don't remember. What kind of car do you? I know you drive the Land Rover. What car do you is like your normal car that you usually drive?
My van.
Your van. What kind of car is that? What?
Cargo.
A man?
Cargo.
A cargo van?
That's what I do my deliveries in.
Okay. What do you deliver? Packages. Okay. You like work for Amazon or something? Or?
Myself.
Oh, yourself. Okay. Cool. Do you have like a business where you like put together care packages and stuff and deliver them, or just no?
Mm-mm.
Okay. No. That's no problem. So I wanted to kind of show you just kind of what we were talking about. So I looked at, we looked at your phone records, and this can be kind of difficult. And this is from the company. But you see this 904-631-19. That's your number, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. And so this here is the 28th, and it shows the time. This time. Pardon me. This time isn't always accurate. They do something called UTC, so sometimes it's on or off by like 4 hours. I would have to go back and look exactly. So I wouldn't pay super close attention to the time right now because I wouldn't say it's gospel of what it is. And then this is the length of a call. Generally in seconds comes incoming, outgoing, things like that, right? So this number here, right? So this is the phone number for the young lady whose home was burglarized. And she called your phone number, 63619. It says incoming, and you're on call for 1,985 seconds. Which comes out to, I think, about 20-something minutes. And so the details that we got were that the young man who they identified as Jacoby coming in the house, got on the phone, and he called his mom. And the mom GPS'd the hour, and she said, I'll get there, it'll take me about 20 minutes to get there.
Okay. Again,
Yeah.
you can take me to whoever house it was.
Yeah.
Trust me, I didn't leave my house. I didn't talk to nobody on the phone or anything like that. I was knocked out. I don't know anything about this.
Okay.
Literally. So whatever you show me about phone records, who talked to somebody for 20-something years, that could have clearly happened. But it was not me that they talked to on the phone. I'm sorry. It was not me. And I didn't go to nobody's house, so I don't know what you're talking about on that. So I don't know.
Okay. No, yeah, I mean, we're obviously trying to get to the bottom of the truth too. I don't try to put people in jail that don't need to be in jail. You know, I want to try to find the truth here.
Yeah.
Do you recognize that car? I know it's kind of difficult to see. You can kind of only see like the front grille and the front quarter panel, but do you recognize that car?
I can't even see what that is.
No, you don't recognize it? Okay, all right, that's fine. I know it can be kind of difficult to make out. Does anybody in your family, any of your children, does anyone drive a gold Chevrolet Malibu sedan?
A gold Chevrolet Malibu?
Or like I think I'm partially colorblind, so I can be wrong on the color, but it's a lighter color.
I'm not sure. I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay. All right. I don't think I have. What about you? I don't know that I have anything else.
The day was the 29th when you reported the stolen vehicle at the house. That was all captured on body camera. You were outside talking to the officer and stuff like that. It didn't appear you were in pain, but like I'm saying, I'm looking at it on TV, and I can't feel what you feel on TV, but it looked like you were walking around. And
you certainly came down the stairs slow, and I think the officer said you go ahead and have a seat and everything. Yeah, you came down the stairs slow, yeah.
Okay.
I was like, I couldn't even stand all the way up, so I mean, so I mean, I'm trying to how it looks was, nobody can tell me how I felt.
No,
I've been in the hospital since then. I've been in the hospital since then, so no, trust me, no, it wasn't me.
Yeah, we're not trying to.
Yeah.
So you told him that it was parked in the driveway the morning of?
Well, I wouldn't know if it was in the driveway the morning of. That's just when the last time that I saw the vehicle.
Right.
So when my daughter came over there that morning, and she said, "Where's your truck?" She came over there to see how I was doing, and she said, "Where's your truck?" And I said, "It's outside." She said, "No, it's not." And that's when I called and reported my car stolen.
Who did you say did that?
My daughter.
Your daughter? Which daughter?
Janisha.
Janisha. Okay. Was she over a lot, helping take care of you, or like you said, you don't know?
Well, she came by that day.
Okay.
Yeah. She said, "Oh, I thought she came." I was trying to say, like, "Where you at? Because your car got here." She said, "I know she ain't going nowhere. She can't even walk." And I said, "My car got here. My car's not outside." She said, "No."
So she's the one that brought it to your attention.
Right, that my car wasn't there. Not that I had anywhere to go.
Okay.
So when you, as I know you know, we got the car and we were looking.
Yeah, and I'm trying to see like how long it's going to be before I get the vehicle back, because I'm still making car payments on the vehicle.
A while.
Oh, and they can keep it because I'm not going to be paying for all of that. Like,
a while.
Yeah.
So, and one of the other things that came up, that because you're saying it's your car, it's kind of your daily driver. There's a lot of things in there that come back to that. They look like male's clothing. Looks like Jacoby's. Like we found Jacoby's wallet in it. And there's like men's shoes. I don't really recall finding any like female things.
I'm not hardly in my vehicle like that.
Okay.
Like I don't hardly drive my vehicle.
Okay.
But no one else has permission to use it?
No, nobody has permission to drive my car. I don't hardly drive it, so it's normally they're parked at my house.
Okay.
Yeah.
Has Jacoby ever driven the car?
No, he hasn't. Never, ever. Never gave him permission to drive my car. He's never had my vehicle.
He's never had your vehicle?
No.
Okay.
I told them day one when I got this, nobody's driving my car. Like, nobody's driving this. This is my luxury vehicle, and I'm going to drive it when I feel like it.
And certainly none of his friends would ever do that, right?
No. Like what?
Drive the car?
No. If I don't let my kids drive, what am I let a friend drive it for?
I'm just confirming. I'm confirming it.
Yeah, no. Nobody has permission to drive my vehicle.
Okay. Well, and we can account for where your car was pretty much all day on the 28th. It was all around Wells Road and Blanding Boulevard from like 11 o'clock in the morning to about 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
And then from about 2:15, 2:20, about the time it takes to drive from that intersection up to Edgewood. It was parked in a parking lot on Edgewood Avenue from about 2 until 4:17, 4:18. And then it goes up to Lenox Avenue, and it drives down Lenox, and it's involved in a murder at Lenox and Cassett, and then it drives back to a recording studio on Arlington Road, where it stays for a short period of time. Then it goes to a Chick-fil-A on Southside Boulevard, and then it goes back to the recording studio, and then from the recording studio it goes, and then some police officers spot it and recognize it as a vehicle that matches the description that was involved in a homicide. It's a vehicle that was involved in a homicide earlier in the day, and they try to stop it, and a high-speed pursuit ensues.
I wouldn't know anything about it.
I'm not saying, I'm kind of filling in some blanks where I know that you were trying to report your car stolen. I'm just trying to give you details.
Yeah.
And whoever was driving your car had complete disregard for blowing stop signs. I mean, they could have hit children, any number of people that were out. And a car came to a crash. It crashed on Cocoa Avenue, which is over in Arlington. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Arlington. Crashed on Cocoa Avenue.
Not about that. No,
Okay.
I wasn't in the car, so it definitely wasn't me.
Okay. So it crashed, and it was good luck on our part because there was a cell phone outside the crash site, and that usually links, because cell phones are they're very important in today's society. Everyone's kind of got their phone like glued to them most of the time, and that cell phone came back to Jacoby, and then we have a family. Their home is burglarized about a block and a half north, and they identify Jacoby as the person who burglarized their home.
None of that has nothing to do with me.
Okay.
None of it does. So all of this is foreign to my ears. I don't know nothing about any of this.
Well, and the main reason, we're coming and talking to you is some of the details that we've gotten during this. Obviously, the phone call when Jacoby calls his mom, and you're his mom. So he calls his mom, and the mom is asking him not to call police because he's a good kid, and then she comes over, GPS's the address, and tries to give money to the family.
So I came over there and gave money. So where are these people at now? Can they identify me as the person that came to their house?
Well, I'm not going to give you every single thing.
But I'm just saying, that would be the first thing is to put me in a lineup so these people can say, well, hey, that's her right there. Again,
Yeah.
I'm home in my bed, resting.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about any of this.
Okay.
That's why
And
we
this is
asked
what bothers me. Like, I don't know anything about any of this that's going on. This is all foreign to me.
Okay.
That's why we asked you if there was anybody else that
I
he would
couldn't
call
tell. I
mama.
don't sleep. And does he call mama? I don't know. If he
I don't know
said
either.
mama? Who's even say he even said mama? Because she said he said mama. Like, that could have been anyone. So I wouldn't know.
On your phone number? That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Again, I don't know. I'm not Jacoby. I don't know what he said. He probably was nervous or anything. I don't know.
Okay. Is that how you pronounce his name? Is it Jacoby or Zuckoby? I thought it was Zuckoby because it's a Z.
Is he?
Okay. All right. I'm sorry. Maybe I misheard. Okay. Well, that's it. We've done, obviously, and I'm not going to give you every single thing that I've done. We're just kind of doing a little.
I get it, but trust me, I have not been anywhere. I just came out the house last week.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, I've been in and out of the hospital ever since I had my surgery.
I'm really sorry the recovery's been so rough for
Been
you.
very rough for me. Been very rough.
Yeah, that's terrible.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Well, what questions do you have for me, Miss Perry?
Nothing.
No questions?
Because,
Okay.
again, I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
So,
All right. Do you know anything about your son, Jacoby, being involved in a murder that happened on September 28th?
no, none. Never have not heard anything.
Okay.
Nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just asking. Okay. I think that's all the questions I have for you. Abbott, you got anything else?
Is there any reason why there would be shell casings in your car?
I don't know anything about any shell
I
cases.
don't know.
I mean, no.
You could legally own a gun.
But listen, I have not been in my vehicle. I haven't been in my vehicle for 2 weeks. Even before my surgery, I wasn't going anywhere. I was driving. I'm using my cargo van to do my delivery, so I hadn't even been in my car. So my car stays parked. It's for when I decide I want to step out in something nice, then that's when I drive my vehicle. Knowing that, I'm always home 24/7. I'm always home. Anybody can vouch for that. I'm always home. I don't leave my house.
Okay.
Okay. Has anybody, you, your husband, anybody in the time that you've had the car, has anybody fired a gun in your car? Shot
Nobody-
a car from the inside of your car?
Nobody's had my car.
Okay.
Nobody has been in my car to shoot, to have shell cases in my car. Like, I don't know about any of this.
And I don't know if you've ever heard the phrase, like, you don't know what you don't know. Like, that's why I asked. And some of these
Hey, I'm a
questions...
51-year-old lady. I don't be in drama, street stuff. I don't know anything about any of this, about no guns and that. I ain't seen no gun in umpteen years. Like, I don't know nothing.
Yeah.
I don't be in stuff, so
Okay.
this is all new to me.
Well, that's good. That's good that you're not in
Yeah,
that kind of stuff.
I'm corporate lady. I'm handling my own business. Like, I don't
Gotcha.
be in drama. Like,
Okay. Yeah.
then it's nothing in over 30 years. Like, so to get pulled in on something like this, I mean, could have came to my house and talked to me instead of my living room. This was crazy.
Have you ever? Did you speak with Jacoby? Did Jacoby ever tell you that he was up in Savannah?
Speak to him and say.
Like, did he ever call you, like, to check on you after your surgery and be like, "Oh, I'm up in Savannah"? No.
No.
Okay. All right. Did Isha ever say anything to you about him being up at her apartment in Savannah?
That's like an Airbnb, so that's like she wouldn't even be there. Like, she's not there.
Yeah.
If she
Well,
renting it out.
I talked to her, and she told me that her family kind of all have keys to it.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
rents it. This basically that's what pays the rent. Basically, that's all her stuff. When she moved from Jacksonville, she put her stuff there. I've never even been there before, so I couldn't even tell you what the inside looked. I just know she wanted to have a place for her stuff and make money at the same time, and that's what she used it for.
Okay.
So.
Okay. All right. All right.
Where does she stay if she's not staying there?
Everywhere. She's always traveling. She's on the boat. She's like a merchant marine.
Okay.
So when she comes back to town, whenever she comes back to town after being gone months, she's gone again, just
All
on
over the
little
world.
excursions. Like, she does other little things, and she has friends everywhere.
Does she work out of the port in Jacksonville, like one of those merchant marines, or is it like a different port?
I don't know where she leave from. I just know she's not here. Like, she be I can't even describe the name of the places that she be at. I can't even pronounce them.
They
But
go
she just-
all over the world.
Yeah, she's gone. She's gone.
Is there a port in Savannah? I mean, yeah, she's in an apartment. I don't know. If
I
she's
have no
Savannah.
idea. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't really know what merchant marines do. So.
Yeah.
They load up cargo ships and then they take them to wherever they got to go. Like, it could be Africa, it could be Panama, it could be, what's the name of that big island?
Australia.
Australia. Sorry, I just had a brain fart.
Right.
And then they get to unload everything and then hang out for a few days and go around. And I mean, it seems like a cool job to me.
That does actually seem pretty cool. But I don't think I have any other questions for you, Miss Perry.
And I'm not getting my truck back, you said, so.
No, not
I'm
anytime soon.
gonna let the people know that, so they
Yes,
can
yeah, certainly.
do
not
whatever they're gonna do
anytime
with
soon.
it, cause,
I was waiting for a phone call back from you. I called you and said if you wanted to come down, we could talk about the truck. And you said you'd call me back, and I never heard back from you.
like I said, I've been in and out the hospital. I ain't been worried about no truck. I've been trying to get help. I have a home health nurse that comes by my house twice a week. She just came by yesterday, like I said. Took me off the wound bag, gave me a break, and said she put me back on it on Friday.
Okay.
keeps us up, and the smell is awful.
It's letting you heal from the inside out.
That's what it's supposed to do.
That's the safest way.
It's been a long time since you say I'm not coming off for another 6 weeks. It's been
It
very
takes a long
rough.
time to fill back in.
Yeah.
That's rough. All right.
They say it's the safest way.
Hey, they could have just sewed it
Put
back
some
up.
stitches in it.
That's all I wanted. I was expecting to go through all this.
Okay.
Can't do it.
All right. All right. We'll be right back with you. Okay, give me a little bit of time. Appreciate your patience. If you need anything, just holler, knock, or something. We'll be right with you. Okay. All right. Thank you, man.
All right, man. Stand up. I'm gonna put them in the front again. All right. Just pull your shirt back. Let me lock them into place. All right.
Come on.